365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. Why? Because this is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. All are welcome on this channel, and all contributions are highly appreciated as well. Remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. Tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. Make sure you tell a family friend or that you know to come on over and subscribe to the channel so that they can be privy to these spiritual notifications. There is enough space in this place for everyone to be notified. All right. Thank you all for being here. Hope you're feeling lovely and bubbly. I received a spiritual download, and I was on my way to do my thing, and I was notified to give this message. This message is for someone out there. It is an urgent message. It isn't a message of fear. It isn't a message of for you to be in anxiety, but for you to be aware. There is someone out there who needs to be careful when seeking, desiring, or meeting new people who you have intentions or plans of having a partnership with when it comes to romance, love, relationship. Source and Spirit wants you to be mindful and be very careful. There are two kinds of people in this world collective that exist. There are, when it comes to relationships and when it comes to commitment, there are people who are actually wholeheartedly interested in being in a committed relationship. And when I say wholeheartedly, meaning they are emotionally available, they have nothing to hide. They're not someone who give you the energy of there's something just not right, but you can't put your finger on it. Their cell phone is not always face down. It could be faced up. Okay. When it rings, they won't answer it. It won't be on silence. That's just an example. And so Spirit wants you to be aware of when you are dating and meeting people who could possibly lead to you potentially being in a relationship with, to be mindful that there are two different kinds of people. There are people out here, and there's nothing wrong with, dating apps, or if you choose to meet someone in person. To each his own. You have free will to do whatever you please. But Spirit is saying be very, very careful, collective, because there's two kind of people. There is one who really wants to be in a relationship wholeheartedly. You have that type of person, and meaning they want to be committed. They are emotionally available. They're not attached to anyone. And if they are involved, they will let you know this. They will let you know this in the beginning. Okay. There'll be nothing hidden. They'll let you know, well, I'm not attached, but I do see other people, so they won't hide anything from you. They won't hide it. If they have children, they'll share that with you. They won't, after so far or so long of dating them or knowing them, maybe it's possible you will be able to come to their home or go further in getting to know them. And so I'm just naming a few things, but Spirit wants not just someone, there's quite a few people, the energy out there, who are attaching and dating people and assuming that they are in a committed connection, and they're not. Okay. Sad to say, some people are married, meaning they have had a wedding, they have a wedding band, they have a marriage certificate, but in reality, they actually aren't married. It's just a certificate. It's just a label. And so it's just like being in a room full of people and feeling lonely. So Spirit wants you to be aware of attaching yourself, collective, to people, or assuming that this person is your other half. They're worthy of being in your life, around your family, around your children, because people have different intentions, and there's the other person, out here who will tell you that, they want to commit, but in actual reality, people commit for many reasons, for security, because they want to feel secure. They may feel that you're the meal ticket, financially speaking. People do things for a look, for a facade. because they're very concerned of what people think of them. So people make a lot of choices out here. There are people living their lives on a daily and making very important choices, permanent choices, or choices that comes with, a longevity of responsibility based on their concern of how they look or what people are going to say about them. And so be mindful and be honest with yourself. And Spirit is saying the best way to recognize this is to just be honest with yourself. You know how you feel when you're around people. You don't have to share, with everybody. Okay, this is how I feel when I'm around you. If you want to keep it to yourself, you can, but Spirit wants you to start paying attention, collective, to how you feel when you are around particular people and environments. And if you are dating many people, pay attention to how you feel when you date these different people. There's nothing wrong with dating different people, testing them out, or whatever you want to call it. You can do what you want, but Spirit wants you to be honest with yourself. And that person that gives you that anxious feeling, or darn well they're not telling the truth, Spirit is saying it's time to stop allowing people to continue to attach themselves to you, because they're giving you false hope, false promises, and then they're just leading you around a rabbit hole of disappointment. The source is saying no seat fillers. I'm going to tap into the tarot on this. No seat fillers. No dating or getting with people because you're bored, because you feel lonely, because you're a certain age. Maybe your family or someone or your friends, maybe they're all married and you're not. You need to know something. I'm going to say it. I haven't heard it said by anyone else, but I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. We all are individually, uniquely, divinely created, and everyone in this lifetime will not be married. It's just a fact. Part of your destiny may not be to have a matrimony with someone. Part of your destiny could be something different. And if you're someone who is not married, maybe you are into tradition. We all are different people. We have different belief systems. But stop beating yourself up because someone else has a lifestyle different from yours. It does not mean that you're not lovable. It does not mean that you're not worthy of being loved. It does not mean that there's no one who wants to commit to you. It just simply means that in this lifetime, in this moment, marriage just may not. I'm not saying not. It just may not be in the cards for you, spiritually speaking, on another level. I'm going deep right now. And so instead of internalizing why your life does not look like someone else's life and grabbing the first person, male or female, you can get your hands on, and then being disappointed as well as miserable on a daily, be grateful, be thankful, go within and find out what's for you. And find out, what your passion is, what your destiny is, what you should be working on, what is for you, because what's for one may not be for another. And so this is happening with repetition worldwide. People are grabbing just anyone just to say that they have a husband, they have a wife, or they have a man, or they have a woman, but then they're finding out that they're miserable. I mean, extremely miserable when they get into these connections and these relationships. And so, like I said, Spirit wants you to pay attention. Life is not perfect. People are doing the best they can with what they have, but there is no need to be in a destitute situation where you're picking and choosing just anyone because you're so stuck on time and age, when that's something you shouldn't be focused on. And you're focused on what somebody's going to say about you or what it may look like, or so-and-so is married. They had a big wedding. I want one. I want it. We cannot imitate and duplicate each other's lives. Okay. And so this is a message. Okay. Some may like it, some may not, but I have to give the message. I'm not going to get a spiritual spanking for no one. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, everything on this channel is spiritually led. And so it's time for people to wake up and let go. Okay, so you can live your best life, so that you can be happy, so that you can be fulfilled, okay? So that the wheel can keep turning for you, so that great things can keep happening for you, so that prosperity can keep flowing to you, so that you can enjoy life. Life is not only based around finding your happiness within a relationship only. You have to be happy within yourself. You have to be confident within yourself before you can connect with someone and you two can build together. And so having the mindset, the boxed in theory mindset, that you can only be happy if you follow a particular tradition or if you do what pleases others. You're not put here to live a life to please others. There could be someone who could be very stressed and feeling lonely. Maybe you never have been in a real relationship. Maybe you have acknowledged this. And maybe you have said to yourself, I've spent all this time meeting people, experiencing life. You could also be someone who has children, or you could not have children. And you could say to yourself, I really, truly never experienced what love is, what equal reciprocity is, what it feels like, okay? You may have been someone who had to maybe focus on, your well-being. You could be someone who has always had to be in survival mode, always having to make sure everything is paid for, taken care of, making sure, everything in the home front is fine, with the children is fine. Something major happens, you're the one, you're the go-to. You could also have people also outside of your immediate family relying on you as well. Someone who has a lot of responsibility. And you may have dated people here and there, but none of them match your fly. None of them match your vibration. And lots of time has passed. Lots of time has passed and you have wondered, what is it? What is it about me? I see people moving forward. I see people getting married. I see people in relationships. They're on InstaSlam. They're on Facebook. They're on the bitter Twitter. They're on the Tube and You. They're snapping photos. They're dressing like twins. They're showing where they're vacationing. All that glitters is not gold, collective. Do not be anxious to live a life of foolery and fakery, if that is a word. Do not be anxious to live a life of illusions. You'd be so surprised of how many people who claim to be in a committed relationship is wishing and hoping that they could break free of their current connection. I refrain. Collective, you will be so surprised and shocked of how many people who are wishing and hoping that they could escape or break free of their connection or the coven that they have built and they have created. There are people who are in situations and they feel stuck. And you may look at maybe the materialism that they possess. You may say, oh, they have a beautiful house together. Oh, they have a beautiful vehicles that they drive. Oh, when I see them, they're wearing labels and they're doing this. And like I said, they're vacationing here and their kids this and that. It takes work periodically, whether you're in a commitment or whether you're single. What you see, and I'm not saying that everyone is unhappy, but I'm speaking on something that is true, because Spirit is saying there is someone out there who is seeking and desiring a committed relationship, but they need not to be anxious or in a rush, because they're going to run into someone who's going to give them false hope. And so you don't want to connect yourself or tie yourself in a situation that you will later regret. This topic will irritate and stir up demons because I'm speaking the truth. There are so many people who are very unhappy and they want to get out of the connection that they are in, but they have chosen to connect and be in these situations for different reasons. Sometimes it's physical, sometimes it's about a look, sometimes it's about the sexual, sometimes it's about status. Sometimes people are afraid to be alone. There are people trying to uphold a reputation. There are people who are living in constant fear. They're not able to face their fears. They rather attach to someone else who they assume will help them continue wearing the mask, giving off a false illusion of being happy when they're really miserable. Spirit wants you to continue dating, continue living your life, continue getting to know people, but be mindful. Do not present yourself when you are dating or just intellectually. You're communicating with someone, you're getting to know someone, and people will also send people towards you. Be careful, collective, male or female. For the men also, people will send people towards you. What Spirit is saying is that the person that is meant for you, make sure that you are choosing them for yourself. Make sure you are choosing them for wholehearted reasons. No one can choose your partner for you. People will send people to you. Be mindful. And right now with the economy, there are people who have a lot going on. They have a lot going on. There's a lot of change taking place. And I'm holding this card up because Spirit really wants you to continue dating, continue living your best life, and enjoy life. This is not to be in fear of meeting people or stop dating. That is not the message. They want you to take your time. Be mindful. Make sure you're going within. Make sure you're connecting with Source. Make sure you're trusting your intuition. If something isn't right, well, that is your nudge. Because people will send people towards you. It could be because of your job, your home. A person could have a housing situation. So-and-so got this. That's just an example. Oh, they've been working at that company so many years. Here's a good catch. Maybe I'll match you up with... No. Make sure the choices that you are making them for wholehearted reasons. That means without a doubt, not wavering, not going back and forth. Be mindful. Do not allow people who are in a destitute situation to attach themselves to you for nefarious reasons. You spend much time waiting for the right person to arrive in your life, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone matters. We all matter. No matter how we feel about our neighbor, whether we dislike someone, everyone matters. Everyone has value here on the planet Earth. Everyone has their own mission, but you've been waiting for a long time. And Spirit wants someone to be aware. There could possibly be someone sending someone towards you for your assets, for, who you are, what you connected to, where you're headed. Somebody's expecting some big money. Be careful, collective. You could have family or friends speaking on this money, telling people what you're about to receive. And even if someone is not sending someone towards you to try to hook you up, a person could be speaking about you, and someone could be listening to the conversation and know who you are and approach you because they know that you have this money coming. They know that you're about to inherit this property. They know that you are very stable. They know that you are a giver. Take your time and be strong in the process. You or someone around you could have Leo in their chart. The duality exists inside you. Take your time and be strong in the process. Be willing to wait. If you go out with someone or you meet someone and something isn't right, that doesn't mean stop dating. That just means trust that that person isn't for you and move on. Do not try to force what does not fit. Because you are looking for a connection or something that's going to last you for a long time, for the long haul. Do not allow anyone to play with your heart. So the goal is with temperance here, you or someone around you could be a Sagittarius or have that fire energy in your chart. You know, the temperance energy represents a person being able to maintain the good, the bad, the happy, the sad, balance, 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 and co-creating with the universe and maintaining that balance. Balance. Two cards representing balance. Hope you can see that. But two cards here representing balance, temperance, and strength. Being able to walk the fine line in between the two. Being honest with yourself and knowing the difference. And it's all about being honest. I keep hearing that Spirit is saying, tell them it's all about just being honest with yourself. Only you know what you like. You know what you want. No one can tell you what is right for you. You know how you feel when you are around particular people. If you're dating, that's for someone else. You're dating someone, this one person in particular, and every time you're with them, you're in their car, or you're out to dinner, or you're at their home, there's just something that just rubs you the wrong way and you don't know what it is. This doesn't mean for you to get into a confrontation with anyone, but for you to trust the spiritual nudge, trust the guidance that Source is giving you, to not be in a rush. What is for you will never pass you by. Your life will never imitate or duplicate another's life. And I could say that forever, but there are many who will never, ever get it because people want to be competitive. You know, folks want to stay living in their ego, you know. You know, carrying the facade, pretending that everything is okay. Let's smile at the camera and take a picture. You want to take a picture, babe? I don't want to get in that picture. Come on, take a picture. I'm about to post it. As soon as you put the camera down, you're arguing and fighting. Or you're waking up in the morning and you're quarreling with your partner. You're arguing. There's spats. There's disagreements. You're frowning at each other. You know, you're coming in the house slamming doors. Staying in commitments because you have finances and assets tied up to each other. It's a good reason to wait it out. Stay patient. Oh, I want to leave this relationship. It's unhealthy, but I want a two-parent household. You want a two-parent household, but lovely, it's unhealthy. There's a big difference there. It's unhealthy. There's lots of, upheaval. There's lots of quarreling, lots of arguing, fighting, screaming at each other, and the children are witnessing this. So if there's imbalance, there's imbalance. Oh, wait till this is paid off, and then maybe I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna wait because I just signed up. I just mortgaged again, and I gotta wait till we make a couple more payments. Then I'm gonna go ahead and leave him. I'm gonna go ahead and leave him. All these reasons. I'm just giving different scenarios that you want to avoid, that Spirit wants you to avoid. I'm going past 20 minutes to give this message because I'm being told to keep going until I'm told to stop. Everything on this channel is spiritually led, nothing more, nothing less. May you find the light within yourself and pivot in your own direction that is for your highest good. May you find a spark in you. It's time to let go. It's time to go ahead and enjoy the bliss of life. Stay focused on consistently loving yourself, pouring into yourself, being kind to yourself, and let things flow to you organically, naturally. Allow things to happen for you organically. You don't have to push and force anything to fit. Someone is very concerned with time. They're tired of waiting. Be careful with being tired of waiting. Spirit wants you to redirect your energy and focus on other things. And that right person will come to you. But be careful. Be careful of people being sent to you. That keeps coming up. Somebody's being sent to somebody. Someone is speaking about you, speaking about what you have. No one wants anyone with them because of what they have. That's not real. And then later on, find yourself in a situation where you're forced to walk away because you found out it was all an illusion. That this person, male or female, was not who they presented themselves to be. But because you were in a rush, because of what people think or because of what somebody else is doing, work on loving yourself so that you'll be able to take your time and enjoy dating. Enjoy dating different people. Meeting different types of people as well. Enjoy. You can enjoy yourself and not be in a rush and avoid this energy or situation. Praying, hoping, and wishing for assistance to come out of a situation that you chose to move too fast to get in. Loving yourself is the best thing you could ever do for you. Loving yourself wholeheartedly. Not just speaking it, but actually loving yourself. You can really tell who you are, what a person is really about, when no one is watching. That defines your character. Who are you? What are you doing when nobody is watching or nobody is listening? Are you really who you say you are? Not just saying, but being and doing, honestly loving yourself. Working on your confidence, not feeling that your happiness is attached to having a look of a connection that is not authentic. Do not sacrifice yourself. When you work on self-love, the right person will come along. The right person will come on their own with the King of Wands, male or female here. This is someone who is a leader and very confident, as I was just speaking on self-confidence. Work on your confidence. If you have to stand in the mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful, work on your confidence. Work on strengthening how you feel about yourself, not allowing people, places, and things, or a tarot read to make you feel some type of way. The best thing you could do, collective, is work on your confidence and love yourself unconditionally. No one can do it better than you. And then you will magnetize, you will attract that right energy towards you. This reading is all about you receiving justice. You receiving what is right for you, what you desire, what you deserve, equal, fair, and just treatment in your life. If you're choosing to, reproduce with someone or you're desiring a matrimony, there's nothing wrong with that. But someone needs to slow down and be willing to wait it out and just focus on yourself. Don't be so hyper focused and trying to force people who don't fit in your life. Life is not perfect, but Source wants you to avoid having those regrets. When someone shows you who they are, as the great Maya Angelou stated, believe them. You cannot force someone to be something they're not ready to be. Do not self-inflict stagnation and blockages in your life. And you can do it alone. That's for somebody out there who's feeling they want to get out of a connection or out of a marriage, but they're feeling like they can't do it by themselves. Yes, you can. You don't have to do it by yourself. You take one step, the universe will take another, but you have to take the step. You have to make the initiative. Not talking about it, but being about it. Walking the walk. Not talking the talk, but walking the walk. Taking the step. But give yourself the justice. Give it to yourself. You are worthy. With the King of Swords here, you or someone around you could have Taurus in their chart. You've been through a lot already. Never mind the time. Never mind your age. Never mind what someone else is doing. Take your time and enjoy life. Enjoy meeting people. Enjoy dating. But just slow down. It may not be in the cards for you to be married this lifetime. I know that's hard for some people to hear. It may not be part of your destiny. It's not about you. It doesn't mean that you won't have companionship or someone to love you. It may not be written in your contract. It may not be written in the stars for you. And it does not mean that you're not loved. It does not mean that you won't have a partner. But marriage in particular. So be mindful, collective. I'm going to close out this read. I trust and hope that it assists you for your highest good. Later.